think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't fully developed until they're at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh, well, that's the way it goes.
The only thing wrong with Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence.
Did you know that Charlie Brown never once pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite up in the sky, never won a game of checkers, never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It is truly a dog's life. I feel so neglected. Charlie Brown never brings me coffee in the morning.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what we call a failure face, Linus. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully, Linus. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I would say this is one of the finest examples of a failure face that you're liable to see for a long while.
Some days I wake up early to watch the sunrise, and I think to myself how beautiful it is, and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like today, for instance. The sky is so clear and the sun so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this? Lunchtime is about the worst time of the day for me. Always having to sit here alone. But sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anybody had really missed me if I never got out of bed. Then there's the nights, too. Lying there, thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. And all those hours in between. And I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some people say, some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. When you're really lonely, it sticks to the roof of your mouth. Well, the PTA sure did a good job painting these benches. There's that cute little redheaded girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked her if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on my face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty seat next to her on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't go over and sit there. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. Sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward she wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason in the world why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't take one moment to... She's looking at me.
She's looking at me.
Oh, Patty, you're thinking of the other dress. The one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about was a light blue one and it had a design embroidered about the waist.
I don't remember that dress.
Oh! Well, looks something like this. And the skirt went out like this. And it had puffy sleeves and a sash like that.
Oh, now I remember.
Yes, well that's the dress that I was wearing when I met Rita, and she told me that she'd seen one just like
Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. If that little redheaded girl is looking at me with this stupid bag on my head, she probably thinks I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, maybe I can take it off real quick and she'd never notice it. On the other hand, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know she was looking. Then again, if I never take it off, I'll never know if she's looking or not. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, another lunch hour over with. Only 2,863 to go.
Right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
I think most of us take newspapers too much for granted. We don't really appreciate the miracle that is the modern daily newspaper. You know, it's difficult to put into words just why one likes a newspaper.
I like a newspaper because you don't have to dial it. Apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, or collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good, for it helps these men to deal with their everyday problems. Now, I feel it's going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back. So I'm just going to have to give it a good yank. It's amazing what one can accomplish with a little smooth talking and some fast action.
Oh, Snoopy, you're such a sweet doggy. I wish I could give you a great big kiss. Of course I can.
The curse of a fuzzy face.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Patty. But I believe that a man can really come closer to it by directing the forces of his life towards a single goal that he really believes in. And I don't believe that a man's personal search for happiness is a selfish thing either. For by achieving happiness himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
What would you think, Schroeder? If Sunday you and I got married, and we were so poor that we had to sell the piano to buy me saucepans?
Saucepans?
Well, sure. You don't expect me to set up housekeeping without a good set of saucepans, do you?
Saucepans?
Well, girls have to think of these things. Boys are lucky. They never have to think about things like saucepans.
I can't stand it. I just can't stand it.
Here's the fierce jungle ape pounding his mighty chest, while the other animals cower in the distance. And now he throws back his head and emits a terrifying roar. How humiliating.
What's the matter, Patty?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope. Everything was all right. And then suddenly it all seemed so futile.
terrific trophy.
It's not fair! It's not fair! You promised me a birthday party! Now you say I can't have one! It's not fair!
You're not using the right strategy.
What?
The more you fuss, the worse off it will be. Why not go up to Mom and say, I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit I have been bad, and you were right to cancel my birthday party. From now on, I shall try to be good. That's much better than ranting and raving. All that does is prove her point.
I'm sorry, dear mother. I admit I've been bad, and you were right to cancel my birthday party. From now on, I shall try to be good. I'd rather die!
Beethoven loved the country. He'd often take long strolls out into the countryside. The peace, the serenity, it was all an inspiration to him.
Give me that boy, you blockhead!
Beethoven had it nice.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Okay, Snoopy, back up on your doghouse. I'll be out later with the supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me. I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things work out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad, not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds, come to cheer me every day, sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally quite painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Oh, rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I want to be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. I'd stay very still till I see him drink to come. I'd wait, knowing very well every second counts. And then, like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce. I'd pounce. I'd pounce. I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Now let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder if it will snow tonight.
I think I'll walk up to that little redheaded girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask her how to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. So little hope for advancement.
Delightful. My blanket and me. It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, for I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will walk away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it. Oh, I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. Ya-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da. Don't ever let me do that again. Got your back again. My blanket and me. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it, but meanwhile, it's my blanket and me.
Okay, switch channels.
Are you kidding? What makes you think you can walk in here and just take over?
These 5 things, individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them together into a single unit, they become a fighting force terrible to behold.
Which channel do you want? Why can't you guys get organized like that?
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be a queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'm going to live in a big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out to my coach, all the people will wave.
But Lucy,
and I will
believe
shout at
queen
them.
is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure. A person can only become a queen by being born into the royal family of the correct lineage. so that she can assume the throne upon the death of the reigning monarch. I can't think of any possible way you could ever become a queen, Lucy. I'm sorry, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I will wear my crown, in swimming, and everything. And when I go out to my coach, all the people will wave, and I will shout at them. What do you mean I can't be a queen?
It's true.
There must be a loophole. These kind of things always have a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be one. Why, it's undemocratic!
Good grief.
I know what I'll do. It's just a matter of knowing the right people. I bet a few pieces of well-placed correspondence, and I'll get to be queen in no time.
I think I'll watch television.
I know what I'll do. I'll be very rich. Yes, I'll work and I'll work until I'm very rich, and then I'm going to buy myself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I will buy myself a queendom, and then I will kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen. And when I go out to my coach, all the people will wave, and I will shout at them.
What's the matter, Lucy?
Huh?
What happened to your queendom?
Oh, that. I've given it up. I've decided to devote my life to cultivating my natural beauty.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get the stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite float in the sky. We need to have a wonderful kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Little less talk, little more skill, less not a little will. Our faces battle eye to eye. Now that I've seen you tracing goals, climbing trees, making holes, catching the stream on every passing by. Why not fly? Wait a minute, what's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly.
Dear Anne Flanders, last year I sent 52 valentines and received 75. This year I sent 58 valentines and only received 61. Am I right in blaming this on the zip code?
This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. No, that doesn't sound right. for you. Happy Valentine's Day. What if you just don't get nervous? Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. This is for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hi, Charlie Brown.
Sorry, Patty. Oh, wait a minute. You dropped something. Hey, what is this?
Oh, they're Valentines. They're for all the boys in our class at school that I like.
Oh, well, we wouldn't want to lose this one, would we? With the initial CB on it?
Oh, no. Craig Bowerman would be very disappointed.
I can't stand it. Look at them all, laughing and enjoying themselves with their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to every single person I know. Did I get any in return? No, not one. I did not get one single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines but me. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy. I'm so depressed. Everything's going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need to do most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Anything that'll help, Lucy?
Why, certainly.
Try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I'm usually stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
Starter.
Certainly. You don't think that mentioning these few superficial feelings are going to do any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody. You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermy, or Linus, or Schroeder,
Or Lucy,
or Lucy,
or Snoopy.
or Snoopy. Now, wait a minute. Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because he beat you. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait, you're not very much of a person,
That's certain.
and yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have no distinction to be. No one else but the singular, remarkable, meek Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Oh yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Gosh, Lucy. You know something? I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips.
Homework.
Yuck!
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Report on
Peter
Peter
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Peter
Peter Rabbit is a stupid book about a stupid rabbit who gets vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I liked the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood and the part where Little John jumped from the rock to the sheriff of Nottingham back. And then Robin and everyone swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they got to the sheriff and all of his goods and they carried him back to the camp in the woods. And the sheriff was getting for the dinner and all but he wriggled away and he started to all the men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of this kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
When examining a work, such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to examine the sociological implications of family pressures so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also hope to explore the character of Mr. McGregor and his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit is established from the start as a benevolent hero, and it's only with the increase in social pressure.
If I start blacking now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is not good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is not good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ha!
Now came the staff on his head, smash, and Robin fell like a sack full of lead. The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, but he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in, wing! It was a sign for the fight to begin, sing! And then it looked like the sheriff would win, ha! But not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits, who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
How do they expect us to write a book report of any quality in just 2 days? How can they decide to make life so miserable and so aggressively in so many ways?
Not to mention the extreme pressure exerted on him by his deeply rooted rivalry
You know, I don't know if you'll understand this or not, but sometimes, even when I'm feeling very low, I'll see some little thing that will somehow restore my faith. Just something like that leaf, for instance, clinging to its tree in spite of wind and storm. You know, that makes me think that courage and tenacity are the two greatest values a man can have. Suddenly, my old confidence is back, and I know that things aren't half as bad as I make them out to be. Suddenly, I know that with the strength of his convictions, a man can move mountains, and I can proceed with full knowledge of the basic goodness of my fellow man. I know that now. I know it.
Here's the World War I flying ace, high over France in his Sopwith camel, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must put him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, Archie we used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Nya, 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 you can't get me. Actually, tough flying aces never say nya, 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 nya. I just drat this hog! It's tough enough having to fight the Red Baron without flying in weather like this! All right, Red Baron, where are you? Come on out, you can't hide forever! Ah, the sun has broken through. I can see the woods of Polsek below. And what's that? It's a Volker triplane! All right, Red Baron, now I've got you! Ah! Ah! He's diving down under the sun! He's tricked me again! I've got to run! You can tell I'm going home because I'm facing the other way. Come on, Camel! Let's go! Go, Camel, go! I can't shake him! He's riddling my plane with bullets! Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse the evil that causes this unhappiness! Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday I'll get you, Red Baron! Oh, good grief.
Come on, Snoopy. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Oh, come on, Snoopy. Where's that old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I am a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself wasting a perfectly good day like this. The air is clear, the scent is fresh. Let's get out there and track us down a big old rabbit.
I get the feeling she's determined. All right, if that's what she wants, she might as well get her money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy. We ought to see lots of games today.
again? Because if she is, I quit. Do you know what she does? She calls me out to the mountain for a conference. So I go out to the mountain for a conference, for a secret conference. And you know what she does? She kisses me on the nose.
If we really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we can finish the season with at least one.
Maybe you shouldn't be playing manager, Charlie Brown. Maybe you should be bench manager.
That's a great idea. You'd be a great bench manager, Charlie Brown. You could say, bench do this or bench do that. And when we get to the playing field, you could be in charge of where we put the bench. You could say, let's put the bench here, or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
What's the sense about playing when we know we're going to lose? If there was 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it makes some sense.
Well, there might not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. Now come on, give me a T!
T!
Give me an E!
E!
Give me an A!
A!
Give me an M!
M!
What do you got? T!
There's no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in a very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. Now all we have to do is win this one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear Pen Pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened to me at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Three balls, two strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. So I pitched my curve, but somehow she hit it a good strong cloud. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting her arm and catching the ball in his teeth. Linus caught flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one can argue with that. And 1 run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
There is no
All right, Charlie Brown, we're all behind you. Sort of. I'm in the sky. He can't pitch. He pitches like a man.
this year, and in no
So
time.
now, all you have to do is just stand up. Just stand up, and the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Fondly I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered my bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. instructions on how I can get where you are. Your friend, Charlie Brown.
I'm sorry I have to say this to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a crabby person. I know that your crabbiness has probably become so natural that you aren't even aware when you're being crabby. But it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind me saying this. I hope you take it in the spirit as men. I think we should all take the opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates was very right when he said one of the first rules in life was to know thyself. I think I've said about enough now.
Well, what does Socrates got to do with it anyway, huh? Did he ever get to be king? Tell me that! Did he ever get to be a king?
Did he ever get to be a king?
Who was Socrates anyway? Know thyself. Huh.
Hey, Snoop, you want to help me get my arm back in shape? Okay, now watch out for this one. It's my new fastball.
Oh, excuse me a moment, Charlie Brown. I was wondering if you would mind answering a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better, and one of the first questions I would like to ask is, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me in regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in the strictest of confidence.
Well, still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
You may think it over if you like, or we can come back to that question later.
I think I'd like to come back to that one if you don't mind.
The second question deals with certain character traits that you may have noticed. In regarding my personality, would you say that mine was A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? Would that be A, B, or C? What would your answer be to that, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? What's your answer, Charlie Brown? Charlie Brown!
Well, Lucy, I guess I'd have to say forceful.
Forceful. We'll make a check mark at the letter A then. The next question deals... Now, how would you rate my ability to get along with other people?
I think that depends a lot on what you mean by get along with other people.
Well, you know, make friends, sparkle in the crowd, that sort of thing.
Do you have the space for extension?
None of the above. The next question deals with my physical appearance. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I was stunning, mysterious, or intoxicating?
Well, gosh, Lucy, I don't know. You look just fine to me.
Stunning. Now, back to the first question. On a scale of 0 to 100, you
I-
can stand it up.
Remember the question, Lucy.
Well,
If you want.
You're my big sister.
That's not the question.
No, but that's the answer.
Come on, Linus, answer the question.
Look, Lucy, I know very well that if I give any sort of an honest answer to that question, you're going to slug me.
Linus, a survey that is not based on honest answers is like a house built on a foundation of sand. Would I be spending my time to conduct this survey if I didn't expect complete candor on all the responses? I promise not to slug you.
$95.
No decent person should be expected to keep her word with a rating over 90. Now all I have to do is add these two columns, and that will give me my result. There, it's done. See what I've got. True. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everybody knows it. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder I have any friends at all, or even associates. I've done nothing but make life miserable for everyone. I've done nothing but breed unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? Oh, was I so selfish?
What's the matter, Lucy?
Don't talk to me! I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I'm no good, Linus. No good.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and there's no reason at all why I should go on living on the face of this earth.
Sure there is.
Name one. Tell me one reason why I should go on living on the face of this earth.
Well, for one thing, you have a baby brother who loves you. Every now and then I say the right thing.
I know it's surprising, but I'm sure Lucy knows now that she can't be crabby anymore. Where is everyone? We're supposed to rehearse. If we don't rehearse today, we can't sing in the assembly tomorrow. Charlie Brown! Linus!
Give me that pencil, you blockhead!
No! Not until you give me back my crayon!
That's my best pencil, you blockhead! You don't give me that pencil, I'm going to tell Patty what you said about her!
Stop it! Come on, you're late. Now
What
let's
did
decide
you
your
say about me, Linus?
He said
Lucy,
that!
quiet!
I'm sorry, I'm
What
not
did he
stupid.
say?
He said that!
Quiet! This is a mood piece!
And we are going to try to paint a picture with words and music. And remember,
Concentrate!
okay, Adagio con brio. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil!
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Now tell me what
that I always have my supper in my red dish and my drinking water in my yellow dish. One of these days, I'm going to have my supper in my yellow dish and my drinking water in my red dish. Life's just too short not to live it up a little.
Linus, did you fill out the forms that Miss Othmar gave us in school today?
Uh-huh. I put down my name, our address, and our zip code.
What did you put down where it said family doctor?
I wasn't too sure, so I put Dr. Seuss.
My teeth are tingling again. I feel like I've just got to bite somebody before sundown, or I shall go stark raving mad. But I also know that society frowns on such action. So what happens? I'm stuck with tingly teeth. I hate cats. To me, cats are the crabgrass on the lawn of life. I am a cat hater, a cat despiser, and a cat loather. I'm also scared to death of them.
Oh, there's my little baby brother Linus with his silly little blanket.
There's your silly little brother in his silly little blanket.
Well, you know how babies are with their blankets.
I'm Count Blackula from Pennsylvania.
One of these days, I'm going to pull up stakes and move on out of here. Broaden my horizons and meet new people. But something keeps me here. Something binds me to this spot. That old supper dish.
Lucy's teaching me, Charlie Brown. She says a sister is responsible for the education of her little brother. So she's teaching me. Boy, is she intelligent.
Come on, Linus. Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
I never knew that before, Lucy. That's very interesting.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. And oh, you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves.
That's fascinating.
Wait a minute, Lucy. I think it's true.
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those clouds that make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
Yes, they run around all day long, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
Boy, that's amazing.
Oh, good grief.
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gives so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle, but since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. On Christmas and Thanksgiving we go.
Lucy, how can you say that? I'm sorry,
sure you grow up faster. Come along, Linus.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time, and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering, hollow shell of a dog. And there sits my supper dish, empty. But that's okay. He'll remember. When no furry little friend runs to greet him after school, then he'll remember. But it'll be too late. There will be nothing left but the dried carcass of what was once the little friend who used to run and play so happily with him. Nothing left but the bleached bones of the widow
was sleeping something. I'm standing here a whole minute with your supper. Come on, it's supper time.
Supper time! Supper time!
Behold the brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flagon, moist and sweet, which has been sent to slake our thirst.
No need for a big production. Just turn up your doghouse and eat.
It's supper time! Yes, it's supper time! Oh, it's my very best time! It's supper time! Yes, it's supper time! And when supper time comes, we're so be far away. Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring up the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper! Super-duper-duper time! Bring on the dog food, bring on the boat, bring on the bell and roll me home, 'cause it's supper, super-duper-duper supper, super-duper-duper supper, super-duper-duper time. Wintertime's nice with the ice and snow, summertime's nice with a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time. Oh yeah! Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. And this little puppy loves everyone 'cause it's supper. Super-duper-duper supper. Super-duper-duper supper. Super-duper-duper doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo.
Why can't you make yourself up quiet, calmly, like any other normal dog?
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion?
I don't know. Looks like an airplane to me the way the lights are blinking on and on. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
Oh, I think that's a star. Or maybe it's a planet. Well, it could be a satellite.
It could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we'll never find out just standing here.
Where are you going?
Over here to get a closer look.
Oh,
Sometimes I like to come up here after supper time and listen to the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. In my opinion, that's exactly what was needed.
I'm so happy that little red-headed girl dropped her pencil. It's got teeth marks all over it. Gee, that was her pencil. She's human. It hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly.
Setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then.
And happiness is coming home again.
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister